and welcome to the Cat's Meow. My name is Catherine Baxter, and today we're doing the industry leader interviews, and I am joined with Vivian Singh. Vivian is the current president of AICI Canada chapter. AICI is the Association of Image Consultants International. Welcome, Vivian. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Catherine. So nice to be here with you.
Oh, I'm so glad you could join me. You're in Toronto, correct?
I am.
I used to live in Toronto, so it feels like we're close.
Well, that's good. You're only a few thousand miles or hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
That's okay. Look how close we are together today.
Exactly. I love Zoom. How did you come to be an image consultant? How did you choose the field? And
well, this is a second career for me. And previously to doing this, I was an educator, and I retired 11 years ago from the elementary school system as a principal. Now, as you probably haven't even gotten to retirement, thinking about retirement yet, but after about 3 months of retirement, started getting a little bit antsy and figuring out that I needed to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend mentioned something to me, but I said, I'm not ready to study again. I just need to relax and unwind. And another year went by, and I finally thought, I think I really need to pursue this. This is something that I've loved, and fashion has always been a part of my repertoire and who I am. And so I decided to try a course at George Brown College in image consulting.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed that so much. I did a second one. And then fortunately for me, Karen Brunger had an ad out for the course starting that November. So I promptly registered, and the rest, as they say, is history. And so that's how I got started in it. It was something to do just sort of on a part-time basis, which I have been doing. I have been doing it on a part-time basis. Mm-hmm. And being the president this year of AICI, I am getting more involved in it, and probably going to end up doing more than part-time.
So, yes. Yeah, and as the journey goes, we never know why things happen the way they do, but they always, the universe is taking care of us. Exactly. I also work for the school board here in New Brunswick, and so yeah, I'm not retiring till I'm 84. I want everything, So for me, I'm an accountant, and this is my part-time passion, but a lifelong passion. I'm just trying to think of some of the skills that have made me have been essential for my success and choosing image consulting for my passion. What are some of the skill sets that you found to be essential to be an image consultant?
To be an image consultant, I think first of all, you need to be a good listener. Because when you're working with clients, you really need to listen to find out what their needs are. It's not what you want to do with them, but it's what their needs are. So thinking about listening to them and finding out about their goals and their challenges. So listening to find out exactly what they want to achieve out of a session with you, I think is very important. Another skill I found is being able to put your hands on the resources, to have a set of resources available to you. So affiliates, you need to have a good stylist, hairstylist, a good makeup person. Maybe your client needs to get relaxed. Maybe you need to be able to refer them to a massage therapist or something. There are just so many people that we depend on in our business to make it successful. So it's also knowing which shops to go to find what your clients need. So there are a lot of skills embedded in all of those things that we probably don't even think about. Yes. And also being a good marketing for yourself. You've got to be a good marketer.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Marketing is so important in this business.
And it's our energy and what we attract. I find that, yes, we have to look at the holistic wellness of the image inside and out. In my daily blog called The Daily Chic, I make sure that I try to look at all aspects and address those, because there's so many components of creating the greatness of us. And so, whether, and the listening, I think, is just so essential. Would you consider that one of your most successful traits as an image consultant, is your ability to listen?
I think so. And I think it comes from my training as an instructor as well, a teacher,
Yes.
and a principal, having to listen to children and adults alike,
Yeah.
and working with people, so it's just been one of those things that I've always had.
Yes. And all of that prepared you for this. Was there a moment where you thought, oh my gosh, I am successful at this? Or was there a turning point where you thought, I'm good at this? This is my thing.
Well, I think that happened for me. As I said, this was supposed to be, and it is, a part-time business for me. Because my husband is also retired, I wanted to make sure that we had enough time to enjoy life together. And one Christmas, I guess it's Christmas following my training program, I went to visit my sister who lives in Trinidad. And we were at all kinds of Christmas parties and talking to people. What do you do? Oh, I'm an image consultant. What does that mean? So I would explain to them, oh, that sounds great. You should come here and do some of that with us, And so eventually I was talking to my sister, and she says, oh, you should come back. That would be fun. And she has such a large number of friends. She basically had me booked up, and I was going down there 3 or 4 times a year. And that was all I needed to be doing. And, I'd have the odd client up here, because I did know marketing, I did know advertising. And that kept me busy. So I really enjoyed doing that. And
nice way to get your feet wet in the ocean.
Pardon me?
Nice way to get your feet wet in the ocean.
Oh, yes, because every time I went, I would have at least 10 clients. And it was really a nice, an easy way to get clients, really. And I was spoiled that way. So now, I don't travel as much, because we had grandchildren in between all of that. So they sort of took over a little bit of our lives, and I'm getting back into doing, excuse me, more of that now.
Oh, wonderful.
On my own. Yeah.
Any obstacles?
Obstacles.
Speed bumps, growth spurts?
I can't say that there are obstacles. Only, I don't see anything as obstacles, really. If I see them more as anything that comes along, more of a challenge.
Opportunity.
I've had challenges in all the number of color consultations I've done. I think I've had 2 people, no, just one, 2 or 1. One person just recently challenged my, what's the word I'm looking for? My final analysis of what her color should be. And then just a couple of weeks ago, she wrote to me, emailed me, and said, I've come around to the colors that you picked for me, and yes, I agree with you. They are the best, because I said to her, here, have this other palette. You seem to like that better. Go ahead. You take that one. Keep the other one. You might just decide that you like some of those colors. And that's exactly what happened.
It's quite a shift, isn't it? To work with the client and to say, okay, so here's what you should be wearing.
Right.
What I do with that, and I'm the only one that does it that I'm aware of, is in my studio here. I set up my digital my cameras, and I have a white backdrop that you can see here spread out. So I cancel out all the color. And what I do is I set up the digital photo with, of course, the full spectrum lighting lamps. And I do, once we get to their palette, I take a photo of every drape in their palette for them.
Great
Because so
idea.
often we study pictures by looking at the photograph.
Right.
And so once they see it with the drape and they know what they're looking for, and then I'll show them one with one of the colors they thought that they needed to keep. Let's say black.
Yeah.
Or there was another color. So I would show them those colors and we would look at the I would send the digital photos to them within 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And they would always have the digital photos to see why they look so great in that palette.
Good idea.
Because it is, thank you, it is a shift. I gave away 17 bins of clothing that was not in my palette. It was a tremendous shift. And I remind myself of this every time I do a color analysis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that I remember how that felt.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry?
11 years.
Wow, that's fabulous, Vivian.
Yes.
How does Zoom, for instance, and all the things we do electronically now, how does the industry look different to you?
Well, that's my challenge right now. And I've actually just been on the phone today with 2 different people about my website. Now, they both say it's good, but for me, it's not interactive enough because I don't do anything on social media. I don't promote my business. I don't do anything. It's just, you know, whoever has heard about me or recommends me to someone, or, you know, we might be chatting and something comes up. That's how I get my business. I haven't been fortunate to not need it, you know, as my main source of income. So from that point of view, it's just been a really nice way for me to, you know, make some extra money while doing something I love. I love shopping. Yes. It's my favorite part of all of this, you know, just waiting to get the color and the style and the wardrobe and everything done and go, all right, let's go shopping, you know, and I love that. So, you know, it's what I'm finding very challenging is social media. And I do have to take it that extra step. That's why I'm talking to some people about my website management and maybe starting a blog and doing some videos and that sort of thing. Right. I think it's really important to get that going. And I've actually started doing some virtual color analysis.
Yes. I took another course. I did 6 or 7 courses this summer. I'm off for the summer. Went and did the mastery course with Karen from International Image, and I also did the inaugural program, the online program with Dione Cosmetics, School of Professional Makeup Artists. And that was a 6-month program. So I'm writing my exams December 9th for that, and lash technician. So I did that out of pure joy. But with that, it was really hectic up until November. So I've started my daily blog. I've got my website up and running for a year now. I'm doing the daily blog every day, and I've started these videos and a YouTube channel. And yes, just trying to get everything navigated and rolling is a shift. I agree.
How do you find getting a daily blog going?
I love it. As Karen Brunger will tell you, I love the sound of my own voice. She says, Catherine, you love to speak. Get on TV or get on the radio, get somewhere. I said, okay. So I'm starting with these videos. But the writing, I'm prolific. I have no problem. I write a paragraph every day and post it. And I do it the evening before. And then it'll post the next morning. And I just share it on Facebook and Twitter. But yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, UNB, our university, has a certificate in e-marketing that I think might be on my list next, but it's huge. What does the future look like?
Oh, future looks nice. What can I say? It looks really good. I'm a very positive thinking person, and you know, I don't allow things to sort of get me down. If something happens, I try to find a way of fixing it. So for me, you know, I'm no spring chicken, so I'm not. I'm not looking. What am I? The future looks great because, you know, I just
Because
seem
we're
to be
in
more
it.
comfortable. I'm
We're
just
in it.
yeah, and I just you know, I've just finished a course with Elise Parsons. It's an
Yes.
advanced course and in styling, and I just did that on the weekend, and that has just inspired me to keep going and just giving me more depth in my personality style analysis. So, you know, I never stop learning, and I think it's you know, we just take all the opportunities that come to us and make the most of it. I mean, the future could be dismal if I look at it that way, but I don't. I just think you have to figure out where you can do the best job that you want to do or you can do, and go with it from there. I think
I
that's pretty
completely
cool.
agree.
Yeah.
Advice coming into this industry, what would you think would be some of the really important points?
Oh, I would say once you have completed your training,
Yes.
it would be really good to find a coach who can take you, show you the steps. This is what you do. This is how you get a client. This is how you market to your client, and just show you the steps of doing it. I know Karen Brunger's course is wonderful, and you get all the materials you need there. But I think sometimes you need to just have that one-on-one where it's personalized, and that can be done with coaches. And I know there are all kinds of coaches out there. It's a matter of finding the one that suits you best for your specific you know, needs. And I know when I first started into this, I had, as I said, I had retired. I have grown children, so my children gave me a gift certificate to do some life coaching, because they said we want to help you along with your new interest, your new business. So we would like you to take this as a gift from us. And I thought, wow, I was very fortunate because I was able to work with someone who really helped me to build my confidence, because, you know, going out into the world of business as my solo entrepreneur, as opposed to being in education where I had a path to follow, it's very different, and it can be scary. So getting the support you need, and working, finding a mentor, finding a group of image consultants that you can work with. And this is something that we're creating. We're really focusing on this new board of directors with AICI. We're really trying to get people to come together and give them ideas of, you know, our theme this year is show me the money, honey. So that's the bottom line. We're doing this because we love it, but the bottom line is we need to put food on the table. So we have to be realistic about that. And it's trying to find ways of encouraging and supporting new image consultants, as well as the seasoned ones who need that new idea. What else can I do to improve my business or to keep afloat in this business? It's not easy, but and nothing is easy if it, you know, depending on how you look at it, is always the way I look at it, always say. But it's really finding a support system, because you can also create groups within your area, or Zoom is such a fabulous tool to use to just connect with others and have a weekly meeting or a monthly meeting or whatever it is, just to talk about, oh, you know, I had this client, I was challenged with this, or do you have a shop that you could recommend, or an online store that you would recommend, whatever. But it's finding that support and really knowing that you are not alone. You're only alone if you choose to be alone.
True. And I think the air of collaborating and cooperating is a win-win for all.
Absolutely.
And I think that that would be, you know, with a business coach or mentor, I think that that's a fabulous approach for anyone starting out in the field to be
Right.
successful.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to reinvent the wheel, you need to create it, and someone can help you with that. It's always so much easier going down the new paths with someone that already knows.
That's right.
The way.
Right. Yeah.
Some of the things that I look at for myself that might hold me back, that of course I'm already addressing, are the technology part. So I'm doing my videos, I'm doing my daily blog. I need to learn a little bit more about Google Analytics and things like that. But I also, for me, I'm looking at a business coach for the new year. So that is my next steps, because, you know, I promised my husband I'll take 2 weeks off in December, and then I'm back at it in January as far as studies over and above what I'm doing every day as it is.
Right.
You know, I hate to have 2 minutes wasted in the week.
I know. Yes, I hear you. And it's good to be that way.
Yes.
It keeps us alive.
I'm so glad that you could join me today, Vivian.
Well, thank you for asking me. It's been a pleasure. And please reach out anytime you need some help. It's just an email away, or a Zoom call, or WhatsApp, or whatever. So much technology. We're very connected. So please feel free to reach out.
Thank you.